Reinvention series, day 0. Why day 0 and why not day 1? Because whenever you start something from scratch or from the beginning, it's 0, right? It's not 1. When you were born, you were not born 1 year old, were you? But anyway, let's get ready. Okay, we got leg day, we got quad focused. We're gonna focus a lot on just burning the quads as much as possible. We're gonna include a bit of cardio in the workout, so we don't have to do it afterwards. This is what this program is actually also focused on. You're gonna see more along the way that there's no really cardio into this. We're not gonna do any cardio, like the conventional cardio of running and whatever, but we're gonna try to include it in the actual workout, right? So we get the cardio benefit, plus we're preserving the muscle because we're just working the muscle as well. So let's get started. All right, the first one on the list, we're gonna have the leg extensions. Okay, most people do this at the end of the workouts, but recently I've been using a method from Hani Rambod. He's one of the best coaches for Mr. Olympias, and he's using his method FSD7 if I'm not mistaken, and he's basically focusing on pre-activating and pre-exhausting the muscle before you work it out, right? So once you actually activate the muscle, then whatever you're gonna do for that muscle, whatever exercise you're gonna do afterwards, is gonna just simply hit the fuck out of it. So what we're gonna do in this case, for example, right, leg day today, we start with the leg extensions and we do 7 sets of 15 reps, right, with a very little rest in between, like 30 seconds, right? So we just simply burn out the legs. All right, so let's get it started. Now you want to do this as normal as possible, right, with your feet pointing up if you want, right? The first set, I mean, you can play around with them, right? Because also I did notice that when you have your feet pointing forward like that, you get so much more tension on the upper thighs here, right? So just play around with it. You could go feet pointing up or then forward, right? The idea is to really just warm up these quads, because today is quad day, right? And we focused on that. So we just want to burn them out. Damn, they're starting to feel already burning. And try not to rush into the reps. Try and keep them as slow and controlled. I think I went over 15, but I can still go for another 2 or 3 reps. 2, 3. All right. Now, a very important thing is also, once you kind of finish the set and you feel like you can still do a bit more, do a few partials. The first half partials, trust me, they burn. Okay, so we're gonna take a little rest. They're already on fire after the first set. This is crazy. Now, but I love this method. Since I started it for every single muscle group, you're gonna see, like, I'll share with you every single workout and for every single muscle group, and you'll see which exercises I'm using to pre-activate the muscles. And it's like, it's giving me an amazing mind-body connection, mind-muscle connection. Incredible. Something that I just recently implemented in my workouts. All right, time for set 2. This time I'm gonna have my feet pointing forward. Okay, so you want to go all the way, but make sure you don't really lock your knees, right? So you leave a bit of space, and then you kind of put your ass in the seat here, right? You don't want to lift your seat up, your ass up too much of the seat. Okay, so you're gonna keep your seat down, and we go like, it's already burning. Nice and control, right? You want to focus on those muscles to burn them up. And a few partials. You're gonna thank me. Right, so we got 7 sets in total of this. All right, next we're gonna use a plate. Right, so we put it down here. We're gonna do goblet squats with the heels elevated, right? So we get a bit of a deeper range of motion there. So we activate the quads even more. They're already pumped after the leg extensions. But we're gonna have a crazy superset here. All right, I hope you're ready for this. We got the goblet squats with wall sits, right? So we're gonna grab a dumbbell. Let's see. Grab a dumbbell. Right, we put our heels on the plate, and then we go for the squats. We're gonna do like 12 reps and then straight into the getting warm here. Straight into the wall sit. Okay. Full of white. This is on fire. This wall is full of paint. I'm covered in paint already. But part of the game. Nothing's gonna be perfect. It is what it is. A little rest, and then we have 4 of these in total. So again, we go for 12 reps of these. Nice and slow, controlled, push through. Make sure you keep your core engaged. Just do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, and 12. And now straight in the wall sits, baby. My legs are already pumped and hard. Oh my God, this is crazy. Man, you gotta love leg day. This burn, this pain, there's no other muscle group that gives you this shit. God. Another really important point about legs is that, right, because it's a very big muscle group. It's one of the best natural testosterone boosters. Every time you do legs, the testosterone circulating through your body, it's insane. That's why you're gonna see that throughout these Reinvention series. We're gonna train legs twice a week, right? We're gonna have a quad focus day and a hamstring focus day. Okay, so we'll make sure that we target them twice a week. Oh man, if you're not tired already, if you're doing this and you're not tired already, you're not doing it right. The weight doesn't matter. Don't worry about how much weight it is. This is like a 30 kg dumbbell. The weight doesn't matter, right? It goes, this is a very important lesson that you gotta keep in mind. It goes form, speed, and weight, right? These are the 3 main pillars of a successful journey in fitness. Because the form is very important, right? You gotta do every single thing. Every exercise that you do is correct, is 100% correct. Because if you don't, then you're gonna injure yourself. And if you injure yourself, you're out of the gym. So you're definitely not gonna be making any progress at all. So you got the form, right? Make sure that the form is 100% correct. Then you got the tempo, right? The speed, how you do the repetition, right? Is it slow? Is it fast? Is it in between? You gotta control it, right? You gotta feel the muscle. And then is the weight. Is the last point that you really have to care about. Weight is more about ego these days, you know. It doesn't matter how much you weigh, because you don't want to be the strongest guy in the gym, but then if you injure your back or your legs or shoulders or whatever, you're out for half a year or a year. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you're functional, that you're training the body to failure, and you push it beyond its limits. Because once you get that, then the mind is also coming to follow that, right? Because you're pushing your body beyond its limits, but it's actually the mind that you're pushing, because you thought you couldn't do another rep or 2 or 3, but you did it, right? So that just builds the internal confidence. Next, we're going for the leg press. Okay, here you got also important lessons to talk about. Okay, with the leg press, depending on your feet, where they are, it really will depend on which muscles you activate the most, right? So for example, if you have your feet up here, this is more hamstring focused, right? If you have your feet wide apart like this and pointing out, you're focusing more on the inner thighs. Then if you have your feet closer together and you have them lower here, you focus more on the quads, right? So what we're gonna do, because today is no hamstring day, we don't want to activate too much of the hamstrings, so we're going to focus on this stance where we grab most of the quads, and we're also going to do the wide feet pointing out, yeah, so we get the inner thighs a bit as well. Okay, here as well we go for the 4 sets of 12. Yeah, again, just focus on the movement. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11. Now, this will be supersetted with squat jumps. Okay, that's why you don't want to put too much weight on this, because you're gonna be too tired, right? Then we go next to this, and we go for squat jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, these are burning too. Alright, so you see what I'm doing here? This is not about, the bulk is over. It's not about lifting too heavy and eating like a pig, cereals and burgers and everything you see. We're preparing for summer, man. We gotta get back in shape fully, 100%. Why prepare for summer 1 month in advance? Things don't go that way. There's a lot of people that come to me online, in person, and they say, you know, they count like two months before summer or 1 month before summer. And they're like, I want to get in shape for summer. Things don't work like that, guys. This is an everyday thing. And if you want to get ready for something, it takes you time. The body doesn't simply, unless you're already in shape and you just have a bit of, you know, like 1, 2, 3 kilos to lose, that's easy. But if you're coming from a point where you haven't done much in your life and you've been doing the same thing for 20, 30, 40 years, you can't expect it to change in 2 months or 3 months. Come on, you gotta be a bit more realistic about this. Things don't simply just work like that. So we're getting ready for summer, man. And we're starting from now, from January, right? To get ready for July or something, for June, right? We're taking half a year in advance to get ready. And this is not just about getting your abs and getting, you know, lean. You will do that along the way. You will get lean anyway, right? That's the result. That's the end result. But you're going through this journey which will also help you in your life, in your relationship, in your business, in your career, you know, how you speak to your kids. And it's more than just fucking fitness and how you look in the mirror. Next, we go for the walking lunges, baby. Walking lunges, but we're gonna do them double. Okay, so we step, we go double and push, and then again double and push, down, double step, double step. Fuck. I can't even speak right now, man. After everything we've done, to leave these at the end, it's crazy. We got 4 sets, so you got double. You step, you're going to double rep. Oh God. I usually use dumbbells because I just have better control. Whenever I use a bar on my back, it feels really weird. Like for some reason, I can't really breathe while I'm doing the exercises. Time to put a jacket on. It's getting a bit colder. And now the main lifts are kind of finished. So the warm-up will not be as much. Okay, we're going for some cuffs now. Calf raises here. Okay, it really depends on your gym and what type of machines you have. They differ, but you can either use one of these machines or the calf press. So let's get this going, baby. So how I like to start this is usually to kind of keep them already up, right? So I keep the calves tense here at the top, so I can already kind of squeeze the muscle and just start to feel the little burn. Ooh, starting to burn already. Right, so when you start to hear the burn already, then you can go into the reps, because that's when it's already kind of activated a bit, and you just continue that burn. Workout done. Destroy the legs. I hope you're still able to walk for a bit. I couldn't really walk down the stairs much. They were already kind of, wobbly, but it doesn't always have to be like that, okay? Let me make that clear, and let me tell you the honest truth. It doesn't always have to be like that, where you just simply can't walk out of the gym, because recovery is also very important, and because legs are pretty strong and pretty big. It's the biggest muscle group, right, in the body. It takes a while to recover, so you don't always want to take it to like 100%, maybe 85 to 90%, right? So you allow time to recover as well, and it recovers faster. Right, talking about recovery now, very important. I personally believe in the anabolic window after the workout, which is probably 30 to 45 minutes. Right after the workout, make sure you feed the muscles, right? Because the muscles right now, after you just train them, right, you destroy them. You don't grow in the gym, we grow outside the gym. After we destroy the muscles, they are like a sponge. So everything that you pour into them, they will absorb. So what you want to do now is to go home, make your shake, the protein shake with some amino acids and some simple sugars, right? It could be some natural orange juice, or some honey, or something that is liquid, so there's no digestion needed, right? And it goes straight into the muscles and they start to recover them, right? Because now, again, that's it, you're out of the gym. What's very important now is what you do outside the gym, the rest and recovery period, right? That's where you grow, that's where your body changes, actually. So yeah, let's get to it. Let's go home, let's get the shake, and then recover, baby. Make sure you stay sexy for today, and I'll see you tomorrow, okay?